Hey guys, today we're going to be installing another Rola-Chem. Here we are right here. Rola-Chem 5-gallon tank and the new digital Rola-Chem. Check it out. Instead of the dial, we have a timer on off and continuous, and then we got a mode where we can set it to the percentage of what we need. And this right here is a 12-gallon a day Rola-Chem. So we're gonna have to keep it very low, probably at a 0.24 or some darn thing like that, to keep our chlorine maybe about a gallon a week, gallon and a half a week. That's what we're looking for. And we're gonna be installing it on this pool here. Another gloomy day in good old California. Now I already did some of the prep work here, installed pipe fitting right there. You know, I drilled in a hole on another job and it just shattered the pipe. So I'm not even going to bother with that anymore unless you got brand new piping. I don't know how old this piping is. It looks fairly new, but I'm not going to take the chance. So installed the fitting there, drilled the holes here. I've already done that on another video, so you can see how to do that. And that's just your basic plumbing right there. Just plumb that in. Now that is the pipe that goes after the heater, not before the heater. This is the pipe down here. That one runs to the heater. This one comes back to the pool, to the return side, and down to the pool. And the way we're going to wire this up is we have a box right here, the timer box. Now, the pump, it's a variable speed pump. That's going to have to be on continuously, so that is going to go to our line side. And then the heater is going to go load side. Rola-Chem will be going to load side. Okay, so that's how you're going to have to hook that up. Now, line side is the timer wires. That's the easy way to tell. The timer wires, or the 1 and 3. Load side is the 2 and 4 on a time clock. So the reason we're going to do it that way is the pump is going to be using the drive to control the pump. So that's going to have to be continuous, line side. Rola-Chem is going to use the timer. So the Rola-Chem and the heater will be on when the pump comes on, when the timer comes on. We're going to set this up to the same time as we have the pump. So when the pump comes on, we're going to set this up. And then this will come on, the Rola-Chem will come on when the pump comes on. And this will be controlling the Rola-Chem. Okay, so other than that, let's get to wiring up the Rola-Chem. What the heck, man? Rola-Chem was on the bucket. Where'd the Rola-Chem go? Oh, Rola-Chem, get over here, man. It's time to go to work. Let's go. Come on. Okay, we're going to wire this up right now. Now, the way I do this is, let's see these wires here real quick. Now, this is going to be 240. Okay. Dude, cut a little bit off of these here. Don't need them so long. Okay, we're going to be using these orange connectors because they're the perfect size for this. Little orange connectors right here. Now on the ground, we can tuck it into here, which is kind of cool. So on the ground, we'll just put these together and put the connector over them, twist it nice and tight. And then you can take this and tuck this right into the hole right here. It gets it out of the way. See how nice and tight that is? Gets it out of the way for the other two wires. Now, we got the other 220 here. Let's cut this one here a little bit. 240 actually. But, and then wire connect these. And then just tuck this one right into there like that. And this one here. And do the same thing. And then the Rola-Chem will be all wired up. And then just take this one and do the same thing. Just tuck it right into there, nice and neat. See how neat that is? Gets it in there. Just gets that ground wire out of the way. You don't need to worry about that one. And let's put the cap back on here. Okay, we're all good to go in here. Now, we'll wire this up to the time clock and get our feed tube in there, and we are good to go. Let's get to that right now. Okay, now the way we wired this up, brought it into the timer. Here is our Rola-Chem wires right here, and then the ground. Tied in the ground to the ground. And now again, since we want this Rola-Chem to come on when the pump comes on, we're going to have to use the timer for that. So the Rola-Chem is going to go on the load side of the timer, here and here. So, and then the pump again is going to be on the line side, here and here. That way the pump will be hot continuously, and it'll the IntelliFlow variable speed pump will use the drive to control it. Now, we're all hooked up here. Got to put the faceplate back on here, and we're good to go. Turn on the power. And let's get to this this Rola-Chem here, and let's hook that puppy up. It comes with silicone. Let me see if I can move over to another angle here. First, I want to say this hose here, this one here is for the acid. We do not use this hose unless we are using this for acid feeding. Okay, so we're gonna put this one aside. This here is a check valve. Okay, we're gonna put this on the return side going into the line to stop the water, chlorine, whatever from feeding back into the system and going down into the bucket. So this is gonna be our check valve. We're gonna install that too. Now, okay, we're gonna unscrew it. Rotate it counterclockwise and just pull it straight out. Okay. Silicone this up first. Okay, mode continuous, feed the hose in just like this. And there you go. Then we'll just turn that off. That's how you install the hose. All right, now we can put the cover back on. Line up clockwise. And just go ahead and put the screw back in. All right, let's go ahead and unscrew this. Pull this out. Leave this in. We're going to put some tape pipe tape on this side. Now it's going to screw in like this, so we want it to rotate the same way like this here, so it doesn't unravel as we screw it in. Go around a couple times here. Okay. Now we don't want to tighten it down too much, just kind of snug. Be nice if I had a little bit more room here to work, but kind of a tight fitting. Okay. And the return line, we don't really need all this hose right here, so I'm going to probably just cut her down a little bit. About in here, a little bit longer, right about in here. Go ahead and cut that. And then take our fitting here. And put this back on. Okay. Now, on this hose, we want to go down to the bottom and then pull it up about 1/4 of an inch. Okay? Just hand tight this, and that's it. Hand tight. That's all you got to do. Okay, so return line's connected. Now, just got to do the feed tube. Okay, now Rola-Chem bucket. I totally believe these things were designed by commercial use, because for an outdoor, they want you to drill a hole into here and feed the tube into here. But in residentials, we're outside, and I got a feeling this is going to be a problem when it rains. Water is going to get in here. So, but this is how they want you to. You can either drill a hole in here or slice this. And slicing is what they kind of like want you to do, because this comes pre-installed. This comes pre-installed like this. So drilling a hole, you're gonna have to take apart this unit right here, and I kind of don't see why they're pre-installed. This thing should be packed separately. Now, what I'm gonna probably do is just drill a hole in the side here. That way the water will not get into the bucket, into the tank here. So, but again, you know, they say, you know, that's what this is for. But again, I think these things are designed for indoor use, for commercial stuff, because like I said, the rain will get in here if I drill a hole in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drill a hole into the side. I'm not going to mess with this part right here. And again, this part here is going to have to be disassembled, because again, I don't know why this thing is pre-assembled. I really don't. For residential use, they're going to have to probably do something about that. So what we're going to do is cut it, take our weight off, and then this thing here is kind of a pain to get off. So I'm just going to go ahead and slice this off. Okay, we'll slice that off. Now we'll drill a hole into the bucket. About the top right here. Yeah, there you go on that one. And now what we'll do is we'll take our feed tube, put the tube inside, put the weight on, and then put this back on. Let's go ahead and put a little bit of silicone on that. And then put the plug back in here, the pickup back in here. Just like that. Okay. So that on the bottom. Feed tube. Bucket. And okay. Got 1.5 gallons of chlorine right here. Let's go ahead and pour that in. Now, you really don't want to, on a residential pool, all you really need is like 2 gallons maybe in here max. Now, some people are probably going to bring up, well, geez, what if the Rola-Chem keeps rolling and doesn't shut off, malfunctions? Okay, well, if it does, we only have 2 gallons of chlorine in here. This is a 20,000 gallon pool. This is 1.5 gallons right now. This is a 20,000 gallon pool, so 1 gallon of chlorine is only going to put 6 ppm of chlorine in this pool. So at the most, you have maybe 12 ppm of chlorine in this pool. Okay, your conditioner is holding on to 97% of that free chlorine anyways. So that means you only have basically 3% of the chlorine available in this pool. So 12 ppm, okay, worst case scenario, it's still not going to do a whole lot. So we got 1.5 gallons in here right now. Okay, now what we'll do is we'll put this on continuous again. Push the button here on the mode button, come down to continuous. Okay, got it on continuous right now. It's just on. We'll put it on the timer later. What it's going to do, it's priming up right now. So we're going to be sucking up some chlorine in this tube. And then as soon as it gets sucked up and all the air gets out, then we'll shut it off and we'll put it up on the timer. All right, now we're all primed up here. So let's go ahead and shut it off. All right. Okay. Now we're going to install the check valve. It's got an arrow on here for the direction of the flow. So what we'll do is we'll just come into here. We'll just cut this down. Arrow for the flow. Let's put this on first. And just go ahead and push this on all the way. And then go ahead and do the same thing with this side. Okay, that's that. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn this on continuous so you guys can see it feed. They're feeding right here. There you go. That's it. We're done. That's all working really good right now. There you go. The only thing left is just to do the switches on the timer. So we run at the same time as the pump and then put it back into timer mode. And you're good to go. Brand new Rola-Chem with the digital readout. Okay, because we're coming into the summertime right now, and this pool, trust me, this pool eats chlorine up. Even at 50 ppm of conditioner, chlorine just is gone. So I'll probably end up putting about 2 gallons in that bucket or the tank and start from there and see how it goes. But there you go. Yeah, starting to drizzle a little bit right now. So I guess we made it just in time. And so that's it, guys.